So hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can work with acrylic glazes and acrylic glazed medium. So my name's Angela Corben and I teach at the New Forest Art School. Acrylics are my specialist medium. So I use glazed medium and glazes a lot. So this is an example of one of my paintings which I painted in the Yorkshire Dales. And Swaledale, this is the river, and the reflections are using lots of glazes, and I've also used lots of glazes to create a more feel of atmospheric perspective, slight fog in the distance. So glazing, why use glazing? So glazing is really useful for modifying a dried passage of paint. So what you are doing is painting a transparent layer of acrylic paint over an already dried layer of acrylic paint. What this does is it modifies what you see. It modifies the layer you've just painted, either by making it more intense, more saturated, a stronger colour, or it can make it a much more diffused, softer colour, which is what I've done here with a little bit of the white in the glaze to give a slightly foggy veil. In the water I've done transparent layers of phthalo blue which create a glow. They intensify the base colour. Other reasons why you might use glazing: if you have a landscape, for example, and it looks a bit disjointed, the sky feels different in temperature, for instance, than the land, then you could paint a glaze of one colour to unify the sky and the land. So let's say, for instance, you painted an alizarin crimson, a really warm glow across the entire painting. That would really change the atmosphere and it would also unify the painting. You would need to use an acrylic glazing medium, acrylic glazing liquid or acrylic glazing medium to dilute your paint. Why do you need to use a glazing liquid? Because acrylic paint itself, if you dilute it just using water, you will find that the acrylic bond, the stickiness, is broken. So it could be that one layer of your acrylic will not sit and stick onto another layer. So the acrylic glazing liquid or medium, instead of water, to dilute your paint, will allow your layers to build on each other. This liquid will dilute your paint so it becomes much more translucent. So we're trying to create a really transparent veil of colour. Transparent is the word here. So here's the glazing liquid. This is Atelier Interactive. I'm using Atelier Interactive paints. We mix a little bit with our paint. You shouldn't be using really more than 30% of glazed medium to paint pigment, and then you can paint it across your painting. So I'll be showing you after this introduction a chart and some ways to apply the glazes to create very exciting effects. The acrylic glaze liquid also gives you other benefits. Often it will create more of a gloss, so when you're painting something like a river scene, that gloss on the water is usually very welcome. If you don't want to create the gloss, it's possible to purchase a matte glaze medium. Have a look and see what different manufacturers do make. I think they make a matte medium in the golden range. You may also benefit from using a glazed medium to slow down the drying time. So if you want to create really soft edges and do more blending on a passage of paint, maybe with clouds, or if you're painting a portrait, then the glazed medium is going to allow you to have a bit more time to blend and soften those edges. So absolutely a very valuable tool to have in my painting box. I do mention in the next video actually how you can also mix your colours by using two glazes. It's also possible to mix the complementary hue of your colour to calm down or create a grey. I'll talk about that more in the next video. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I will get on to show you how you can use these. Thank you.